It was October 28th, 2024, when I posted my first long-form video. I recorded all the audio on my iPad microphone. I edited the entire thing in the free version of CapCut, which was definitely not built to handle the creation of a video over half an hour long, and I was so nervous when I uploaded it that I almost didn't want to. At the time, I had just graduated college, not with an art degree, mind you, and I was still struggling to find full-time work. I chose to look at it as a boon at the time because I was still able to make ends meet while having more free time than I ever had during my labor-intensive degree program. I started a comic that meant a lot to me, and even though no one really looked at it, I was okay with that. Not that I didn't want people to look at it, which is how I got it in my head that I could make a few YouTube shorts to maybe drum up a little attention to me as an artist, which seemed pretty fun. I actually grew up watching YouTube and always had a little dream in the back of my head that I could definitely make it as a YouTuber. When those shorts started to get way more attention than I ever thought they might, I decided to try my hand at a longer video. I wanted to focus on some of my favorite things, that being talking about my characters and doing some character design, and I just went off doing my best, and a lot of people ended up watching it. I got over 6.5 thousand views in the first week of it being up, and considering that it was a lengthy, unscripted video from a brand new channel with basically no audience at the time, that is still something I'm super proud of. I hit 1,000 subscribers by November 1st of that year, another achievement that I still look back on fondly. Don't get me wrong, I was overwhelmed at the time. I'd always been pretty insecure over my voice, despite my stated love of hearing myself talk, so having so many people suddenly hear it was a little bit scary, but people didn't seem to mind it, and in fact seemed to want to hear me talk more. I decided to throw together another video, and then another, because I was having fun, and people kept asking for more content from me. Then, the first ever complainer video came out. I made a video of me simply talking about the art tropes that annoyed me, and in the first week of that video coming out, it got over 170,000 views. And that number only got exponentially bigger over the next few weeks. Despite its imperfections, that video was the one that made my channel what it is now. It allowed me to get my channel monetized so I could reasonably put more time and effort into it. It pushed me past several other subscriber milestones, and it helped spark an interest in lots of my personal projects, like my comics. Since that October last year, my channel has amassed over 11 million views, over 500,000 hours of watch time, and most importantly for today, over 100,000 subscribers. My little ape brain is not able to fully comprehend what any of those numbers mean still, if I'm honest, and I worry that if I actually tried to comprehend them too hard, I'd be more overwhelmed by them than I already happen to be. But the important thing that I do know about those numbers is that they have changed me. I think in some ways for worse. There have been times, especially lately, where I've gotten very in my head about them and let them really sour my mood. I've gone through periods of prioritizing the health of the channel over that of myself and my relationships, something that I've been admittedly overcorrecting in the last few months. I've let myself dwell on the idea that I don't deserve the success that I've worked so hard for because I know that there are other people that are working just as hard, if not harder, and they aren't finding the success that I have. However, in many ways, I think this past year has taught me a lot of good things. It's taught me that I can be entertaining and inspiring when I really try. It's taught me that I do have some good ideas, at least according to a lot of people, and I've built confidence and new skills. I've been able to interact with so many awesome people in the strange little way you can through the internet. You internet strangers, are the reason that I have this silver plaque now. It doesn't feel real, the numbers, this little award in my hands, but I am still so grateful for your kindness, your patience, your encouragement, your constructive criticisms, your fun ideas, your support. That has always felt real, and it has always and will always mean so much to me, no matter if this channel fizzles out tomorrow or if we go all the way to gold like so many of you joke that I will. You have made this possible, which is why I want to do a little something special to give back. A few weeks ago, when I was thinking of ways to celebrate, I made a little community post announcing that I intended to do fan art of your original characters, as a way to say thank you for your continued support and just to highlight all of your creativity. And this video was going to be me showing off said fan art. However, a lot of factors, including me burning my hand like a fool because I am too clumsy to do most basic tasks without hurting myself, kind of kept me from doing as much as I wanted. On top of that, I wonder that not a whole lot of people actually ended up seeing that announcement, and a bunch of others had technical issues because the YouTube community tab is barely functional. I imagine a lot of people that would want to participate straight up have not been able to get in there at this point. So rather than this video being a showcase of work, this is going to be an announcement. Over the next however long it takes, I intend to select not 1, not 10, not 20, but 100 original characters of yours and draw some fan art of them. 100 fan arts for 100,000 subscribers is way more satisfying to say than any other number, and if I do it in smaller batches over a long stretch of time, not only do I get to make more content out of it, which YouTube loves, but it also means that I can actually put the full amount of love and effort into each piece as I want. I don't have to rush myself. Is 100 pieces of fan art probably a little unhinged? Yes, but if you've been here long, you will know this matters not to me. What this does mean for you is two things. A, you can still put your original character over in the channel's community section, which I will link in the description along with the very basic rules for what you can and cannot post. And B, keep an eye out on the channel, specifically over in the shorts tab and in my community posts to see if I drew your guy. I obviously can't promise to get to everybody, but 100 is still a lot, so hopefully a lot of you are going to see your guy, and I'm going to make sure everybody that does get their stuff featured gets tagged and credited for their characters. I also might just do this as an ongoing series past the 100 characters, based on whether or not you will continue feeding me your characters and how much fun the whole process ends up being, but no promises there. Anyways, I hope it makes sense why I'm going to spread out this little celebration the way that I am. Feel free to post your OCs with the information I ask for below if you'd like to have a chance of getting selected, and I hope you guys like the art that I make for you when I end up doing so. Thank you again, really, for getting me this far, and for your continued support, because it has genuinely changed my life for the better, and my greatest wish is that I can continue to make it worth your while to stick around. Also, a quick extra special thank you to all my friends and family that have been so encouraging and kind and supportive behind the scenes while I was doing all of this, especially when I've been pretty annoying. And an obvious extra special thank you to all of my channel members who you will see on screen right now. The fact that I have had any channel members and have had some that have stuck around for as long as they did is crazy. The fact that anybody wants to give me extra money for the things that I make is really, really cool and is so appreciated. And it goes a long way, not just, monetarily, obviously, but very, very confidence boosting. So thank you to all of them. See you all again soon, and stay safe out there as we move into winter. Shit's getting icy where I am, and I've already busted my ass a little bit, so don't do that. Make sure you're drinking your water, and remember that you matter. Bye-bye.